On Bottom Line viewers, it's Mitch here to react live and talk to you guys, discuss, analyze the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson versus Russell Wilson, the MVP right now in football, the Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore in Seattle. Big game this week here in week number 7. I'm excited to get into it, talk about it, and have some fun watching it. So let me know in the live chat who you guys believe is going to win. Seahawks? Russell Wilson? Is he going to take it? Or is Lamar Jackson going to come into Russell Wilson's building and upset the Seahawks? Marquise Brown is out for this game. Ezekiel Ansah is also out for this game. Two key players for both sides. Offensively for the Ravens, defensively for the Seahawks. Jarran Reed is in for the Seahawks. He's been suspended for 6 weeks. I don't think there's any other real big injuries to be concerned with. Marquise Brown, I think, is a big injury for the Ravens because he is a dynamic wide receiver. The rookie first-round pick, I think, has done an awesome job. He's been Lamar Jackson's #1 target, and I think he opens up that offense. So I think really what we're going to see from the Ravens is Lamar Jackson, more Lamar Jackson running the ball. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more. And I think Mark Andrews, Willie Snead's going to be a little bit more involved. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then on the Seahawks side, Will Disley's now out for the season. So who's going to step up as basically that #2 target behind Tyler Lockett? Disley was that guy. I'm intrigued to see if they get their running backs more involved in the passing game. Maybe they throw like a guy like Luke Wilson plays a little bit more. It's going to be intriguing to see how the Seahawks replace him because he's actually been one of the surprises at the tight end position this season and one of the surprises for the Seahawks. This is actually two of the best offenses in football right now. Going at it, Ravens, Seahawks, one of the best in the AFC and one of the best in the NFC. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I picked the Seahawks to win the game, but I did pick the Ravens to cover the 3.5. So I'm guessing it's going to be within 3 points. I'm going to say that the Seahawks win 28-20. Let's say 28-27. Let's make it a 1-point game. All right, but it is raining, so that it's always raining in Seattle. I mean, I'm from Vancouver. I should know. It's pretty much the same weather. But, yeah, I think this game's going to be exciting. Usually every time a Pete Carroll defense plays a running quarterback, it's a high-scoring game. That is according to Warren Sharp. So I'm expecting a pretty good game tonight or today, whatever way you look at it. And I think it's between two of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league. So I'm ready to get this underway. The game is on Fox. They have Rondé Barber on the call as one of the color guys. So we'll see how this goes. Niner by nature wants the Seahawks to lose. Of course, Thomas says Seahawks going to win. Blake says go Hawks. Victoria says Hawks. Trivia says Colts win, baby. Mean Joe says, what's up, Mitch? What's going on, Mean Joe? Biggest Mike says Hawks. Trivia says, I think the Colts O-line are the MVPs this season. I don't know about that, but they're definitely a great offensive line. Suplex Tyler says, how do you see the Steelers making the playoffs? And I do not see the Steelers making the playoffs. And I think the Seahawks, he says, for the win. So most people, like 99% of people, are picking the Seahawks to win this game in the chat. Ultra says, why did the Falcons do this to me? I don't know, man. They're just not good. I think they need to get rid of their coach. I think they need to scrap their defense. I think they need to do a lot of things. And their offense, when they're supposed to be there, they haven't been there. So it's interesting. The Falcons are definitely going in the wrong direction. I thought they would be a competitive team this year, and they've completely gone the wrong way. Earl Thomas is returning to Seattle as the ball is kicked, and the Ravens will receive. Earl Thomas, that's a big storyline for this game. He did, flip off his head coach in Pete Carroll not too long ago. So that's a big storyline for this game. Lamar Jackson is the second player all-time with 200 passing yards and 150 rushing yards in a game. The other was Colin Kaepernick in a 2013 playoff game. feel like they just brought that stat up just to put Colin Kaepernick in there. I don't know. That's just me, though. All right, let's... Now it's time to put up the quarter. All right, first down in the pistol. Lamar Jackson, handoff to Mark Ingram. And he gets about 6 on the run up to the 21-yard line. Let's put that quarter right there. Quarter 1, baby. 0-0. Mark Ingram, Willie Snead, Miles Boykin, who's basically starting in place for Marquise Brown. Nick Boyle, Mark Andrews, the starting lineup for the Ravens. One of the things that I find intriguing about the Seahawks defense is they play a lot of base defense, which is something that not a lot of teams do. So that means they play a lot more linebackers because they have the linebackers to do so. They play 3 linebackers more than a lot of other teams. The first pass by Lamar Jackson is caught for a first down by Roberts. So, Lamar getting the feel for it. Also, we haven't seen Lamar Jackson many times in his career so far in the rain. So I feel like, or I don't know if it's really raining. It's hard to tell. It looks like it's definitely misty out there, foggy a little bit. We'll have to see how that affects Lamar Jackson. Obviously, Russell Wilson is used to that conditions. Lamar Jackson passes out to the flat, and that is complete to Boykin for about 5 yards. Kevin Durant, you should have made that trade with me, bro. I've been trying to tell you. Go Skittles in the chat. Kevin Durant's in the chat. Random Hobo is in the chat. Blake says, go Dangerous. Mean Joe Green, or Dangerous, sorry. Mean Joe Green says, send Julio to the Pats. Lamar Jackson running for the... Oh, no! He decides to throw it deep! And his guy's open and he catches it! A huge play to Miles Boykin, the rookie wide receiver who they were raving about in training camp with the first big catch of the game. He gets into Seahawks position, into Seahawks in the red zone. This was a nice play. They sent Willie Snead into the flat. 2 guys went to Willie Snead. Miles Boykin beats his guy down the field. And you have to wonder, if that was Earl Thomas, would that play have happened? I'm just going to throw that out there real quick. So Miles Boykin with a big completion, a big throw by Lamar Jackson. Opening drive offense. The Ravens are the best in football with 4 opening drive touchdowns. Lamar Jackson trips on the handoff. Hands off to Lamar Jackson, or not Lamar Jackson, he didn't hand off to himself. Hands it off to Mark Ingram, and he gets 8 yards on the carry. So far, so good for the Ravens offense. Saints block the punt. Nice. What's going on, John? 2nd and 3. 12 minutes left in the first quarter. First drive of the game. Seahawks fans a little rattled out there. They got their defense signs. Lamar Jackson, 2nd and 3. Mark Andrews. Motions from left to right. And read option for Lamar, and he only gets a yard on the play. What were you guys watching earlier today? What was the game that you were watching closely? Let me know in the comment section. What was your favorite game? Run CMC says, what up? Random Hobo says, Green Bay, Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Green Bay wins. Interesting prediction there. Green Bay did look really good today. That Derek Carr fumble to the touchback completely changed the entire game. If that does not happen, I feel like that game's a lot closer. On 3rd and 2, a huge tackle by Griffin. Oh, no, that was Clowney, sorry. With the dreads. Kind of confused me. Clowney with the tackle, who, by the way, Clowney made one of the plays of the game last week versus the Browns. He's been a pretty awesome player since getting him from the Texans for the Seahawks, and that is his biggest strength. His ability to blow plays up in the backfield, his ability to play the run game. That's exactly what Clowney does there on 3rd and 2, so that will force the best kicker in the league to get up there and try and kick a 3. Justin Tucker has made 18 consecutive field goals. I think if he continues this pace for the next probably 10 years, he's going to be named the best kicker of all time. But that's just me, personally. 3-0 for the Ravens. Pretty good drive there from Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Good defense, though, in the red zone by Clowney and the squad to hold them to only 3 points. So we'll see Russell Wilson come out and see what he can do versus the Ravens. Marcus Peters will be out there for the first time. So a lot to look at in terms of how the Ravens change their defense with a new corner, a new acquisition in the red zone. So let's add that 3 points to the scoreboard. 3. There we go. I need to keep updated with the rest of the games as well. Who is the best kicker ever currently? I would have to say it's Vinatieri. Yeah, sorry about that Kirk one. Can't get all of them right. Mean Joe says, y'all know he can't show it. Thank you for the defense there. Well, if you don't miss a field goal for 10 years, I would agree too. I don't mean continue the pace of not missing a field goal. I mean continue the pace of his play throughout his entire career so far. I didn't get to watch the Atlanta game. Once I saw it was like whatever the blowout was at that point, I didn't even tune in to the game. I kind of thought that game was going to go the way it did. I didn't get to watch it, but I'll have to watch it probably during the week sometime, probably on Wednesday. Usually on Wednesday, I watch the games that I wasn't able to watch on Sunday, and I go back and I watch the film. The games that I primarily watched, I watched a lot of the Vikings game. I watched a lot of the... trying to remember. I watched a lot of the Bills game. I watched some of the Bengals game, some of the Packers game, a lot of the Colts game. So those 3 were the most that I watched. It's hard to watch every game, but I tried to watch as much as I could. I didn't watch like any of the Giants game. I was pretty surprised the Cardinals were able to win that game. I think Wilson being the leader of the MVP race is absolutely correct right now. We'll have to see he performs in this game. Lamar Jackson, I think, is also in the MVP race, personally. They have the #1 offense in the league right now. And if he continues to play the way he does, both running the ball and passing the ball, I think he's definitely in the conversation as well. Deshaun Watson, he probably got knocked down in the conversation. I think Christian McCaffrey's in there. I think Mahomes was in there, but I don't think he's going to win it because he's going to be out for at least 3 weeks, so that hurts him in the discussion. So I think Wilson is clearly #1. I would have to say that McCaffrey's #2, and I don't really know who #3 is right now, so we'll have to see. Still a lot of the season to go, though. Carson on first down for the Seahawks rumbles his way, powering his way for about 7 yards on the first carry of the game. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bengals, Dolphins, AFC Championship, says Run CMC. I think that's the AFC Championship of the worst teams in the AFC. Lions lost because they suck, says Kevin Durkant. Did the Lions lost? The Bengals lost as well. Russell Wilson with a little floater out to the left flat, and that was broken up quickly by L.J. Fort, the linebacker of the Ravens, and that was almost like a turnover because that was very close to being behind the line of scrimmage. It might have even been like behind Russell Wilson. a backward pass, but I don't think it was. He bobbled it, then he caught it. I think that was a loss of a couple of yards there. So 3rd and 9 for Russell Wilson. First third down for the Wilson Seahawks offense here. In the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right. Wilson has some time. He steps up on the move. He tries to complete it to his rookie Metcalf, but it's incomplete. Good coverage there by the Ravens. I'm not sure who the corner was on the play. Number 24. That was very aggressive coverage there. I think that's Everett. That's a good matchup. Anthony Everett versus DK Metcalf. Those are 2 bigger physical guys. It's a pretty good matchup. Punt away from the Seahawks. And return coming from the Ravens. What are you doing? Just go forward, man. Just go forward. He's trying to dance around. Goes nowhere on the return. Kevin Durkant, I think the Lions should have won on Monday night. The Chiefs one's debatable, but today they just lost. They had a lot of guys that were hurt during the game. They weren't able to recover. They aren't able to stop the run, and that's why they lost the game. No fault of their offense, because their offense played well. Their offense scored 30 points versus the Vikings defense, which isn't easy to do. But Kirk Cousins, give Kirk Cousins some credit. He played well. The Bottom Line View podcast, I never did it on Sundays. But we used to do that, but I'm a one-man show right now, so I don't know if I should really be doing a podcast by myself. Maybe, but I don't know if I really have the time. Julian says, Mitch, do you have a cold? Sort of. Not really. I was just on a plane yesterday. My ears are kind of ringing a little bit. I'm not at 100%, but I'm not, like, sick, if that makes sense. Rick Badboy says Metcalf's hands have to be better. That was a difficult catch. That was not the best throw by Wilson there. I wouldn't really blame Metcalf on that one. Mean Joe Green says, how about Tom Brady for MVP with all our injuries on offense and we're still winning? Nobody is going to give Brady credit. Even when Brady plays well, nobody will give him credit. Basically, now everybody's saying that they're being carried by the defense, so that's not going to happen. Brady, the only way he wins MVP if somehow these players continue to be out and then he is throwing for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns a game or something like that. Then maybe he gets in the conversation, but I think the way that the Patriots defense is playing, that there's no possible way that Brady will be an MVP. Kevin Durkant's really trying to lay down the law here. Trying to tell y'all, better listen, the Lions are not good. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Ravens. Little screen, makeshift screen out there to the right side for a couple of yards to Moore. So it's going to be about 2nd and 8. I could do like a podcast where I have live callers. That's the closest to having fans on the podcast that I'll ever have, is callers. No offense to you guys, but this is my show. 2nd and 7, 8 minutes remaining in the first. Lamar Jackson in the pistol again, hands off to the right. Mark Ingram rumbling for about 4, I want to say. So it's going to be like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Mitch Trubisky sucks, says Go Skittle. Charlie says the defense needs to step up. Talking about the Seahawks. I'm going to check the scores real quick. 3rd and 3. Three nothing Ravens still. 7 minutes remaining in the first. Lamar, 3rd and 3. Make it, guys. Miss. Take that, Russell Wilson. He runs for 5 yards on 3rd and 3. Lamar Jackson seriously might be the most talented running quarterback of all time. Like, look at this. He's so elusive, man. Makes a guy miss in the pocket, and then he's able to run for the first down. He's so slippery. Kevin Durkant, where's the proof that you get views, bro? 2-0 Saints. That's an interesting score. There's only 3 games right now in the afternoon. Lamar Jackson, read option. He gets about a yard on the read option, so 2nd and 9 upcoming. Guys, if you haven't already, Gronk spiked the like button. I don't think I ever said that yet. Gronk spiked the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do a live stream every week. It's not necessarily these teams, but I do a live stream every week. Gathering says, I want to kick your face. I want to kick your face too, so how about that? 2nd and 9. 6 minutes. 5 seconds left in the first. Lamar with 5 wide. Throws it short to Andrews. It was very low and unable to corral it is Mark Andrews, who's had a fantastic season so far at tight end. Landon says his parents are at the game. That's awesome. Why didn't they bring you, Landon? What's going on, man? Charlie says he subbed and spiked. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that, man. Ghost Skittle says, see what happens when you run with Lamar. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ghost Skittle? 3rd and 9. 4 for 5, 67 yards for Lamar. Willie Snead motions into the slot. Blitz sent by the Seahawks. Lamar outside the pocket. He throws to Snead, but again, another one of his receivers is not able to come up with the ball. Incomplete. Should have caught that, Willie Snead. I don't know what you're doing there, bro. Anyways, 4th and 9. Punt is upcoming for the Ravens. Lamar trying to make a play there. Landon says, I don't know. Who's my favorite team? My favorite team is the New England Patriots. That's my favorite team. Punt away. And Lockett's going to take it off the bounce. And he gets about 8 yards, I want to say, on the return. Turtle says that I'm his favorite. That's debatable. I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know if I have one. You know what? I think Bodo's my favorite because he donates the most. Jacob says, let's go Hawks. Charlie says, Russ better use this drive for points. Yep. Ravens have been, moving the ball a little bit. I think this game, I predicted this game to be a high-scoring game, but we'll have to see. Ravens D looked good on that first drive. Usually the Seahawks start slow, though. They're not really a first-half kind of team. They're more like a second-half team. Turtle's going to drop a $300 donation. That would be amazing. You would then be my favorite Turtle if you did that. Adam says, who are you going for? I'm not really rooting for anyone in this game, personally. I guess I'm rooting for Lamar Jackson because I have him in one of my multiple fantasy leagues, actually. And do I have anyone else? I have, Lockett in one league. I have Carson I think, in one league. So I guess I'm just rooting for my fantasy players. I'm not really rooting for anyone though in this game. I didn't bet on the game, so, and neither of these teams are my favorite team, so I just want a good game. That's all I'm going to say. I want a close, fun game. So I'm probably just going to be voting for the offenses in general. Run CMC says, I bet you feel bad for when you say your favorite team. I don't feel bad personally, but I feel like other people judge me when I say it, so that's why I hate saying it. But otherwise, I like the best team in football, so I don't really, I don't have a problem with it. Just Bosgel says, Russell Wilson rocks with 2 hearts. S-Rank says, last week the Seahawks were down by 14. Charlie says, my dad supports Miami. They're terrible. They played well today, though. I will give Miami credit. The Dolphins played a good game today. I thought they played well. I thought they were coached well. Wilson hands off to Carson on first down, and so far, Carson has not been able to get much going there. That's like no gain on first down. Scrambled Egg says he has Carson in 3 leagues. Go Dolphins. Yeah, go Dolphins so that they don't get the first pick. How about that? Second and 9. Carson ran again. I think that's going to make it third and manageable here. Chris Carson averages 53 yards a game. He has 3 fumbles. That was his first 3 games. In his last 3 games, he averages 115 yards a game and 0 fumbles. That's what you like to see from your running back right there. 0 fumbles. Third and 1. Third and short for Wilson. They're in the shotgun again. And a timeout coming from the Seahawks. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first. 3-0 for the Ravens. And that's actually what I'm going to add right now. I'm going to add a 0. What game should I switch to during the commercials? Because the commercial right now. No, I do not stream the real game. Sorry, guys. It's just me doing play-by-play and analysis. I am reacting to the game. I'm not streaming the game, though. I feel like I've already seen 2 teams. I have seen 2 teams already go 0-16, so I feel like it's not really a big deal anymore. Nappy wants me to stream Pornhub, and Ghost Skittle wants me to stream Saints and Bears. So I think I'm going to go with Saints and Bears. I feel like that's the more appropriate choice. On 3rd and 1, Carson gets the first down. Just a little inside zone, classic Seahawks. Up the middle, right up the center. And there's a first down there. Ravens defense has been disappointing so far this year. Four minutes left in the first. Wilson. Lockett's now in the backfield. And I don't know what the heck he's doing. He's running around. 1 second on the play clock. Another inside handoff. And that play's blown up. Ravens have been good versus the run so far. Nappy says worth a shot. Just put on red zone. Chargers Titans are playing, yeah. It's the other game. 2nd and 11. Don Martindale, one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. I need Mike Williams to start doing something here. Same as Mark Andrews. Russell Wilson! I would call that a sack. Sacked on 2nd and 11. It was near the line of scrimmage, so it might have been a no gain. But Fort again. Another nice play. 3rd down and long for the Seahawks upcoming. Suplex Tyler says, my team would be awesome if injuries weren't a problem. Everybody's injured. That's happened. That happens a lot in fantasy, man. Those are always the worst, though. When you have a team that's good, but they're all hurt. I've been there before. 3rd and 11. Ravens showing blitz here. Looks like definitely zone coverage. It is zone coverage. Wilson going up top to Metcalf, and he catches it, but this might be offensive pass interference or maybe defensive. But there's a flag on the play. Inside the 30 of Baltimore. We'll have to see what the flag is. Illegal contact on the defense, so the play will be declined, and that is a 1st down, Seahawks. Bin Lagan says, I still believe in Mariota, bro. What are you thinking? Maybe if he was on, like, with an elite play caller or something, he would be okay. But I don't think he'll ever be good. Little play action there. Toss to tight end Hollister, who used to play for my Patriots. And that's a 9-yard gain on the PA. Ronald says, what even is pass interference? I don't know, man. We're all trying to figure it out. I like their Hawks color rush jerseys. They're not bad. They kind of look like Oregon jerseys. 2nd and 1. 7 plays, 63 yards on this drive for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. 2nd and 1. Another inside handoff. Carson gets it to the 15-yard line. My phone is dying. Seahawks line is definitely better at run blocking, but so far this year, I feel like their offensive line has been the best it's been in a while. Carson with a... Nope! It's a little read option. And that is Russell Wilson for 9 yards on the ground. He's saying, hey, Lamar, I've been doing this since 2012, bro. Step your game up. He gets 9 yards on the carry. Did I watch the Michigan and Penn State game? No, I did not. I wouldn't call the Seahawks offensive line bad, though. I think they're average, to be honest. They're good. They're a good run blocking line, though. I think they're an average line as it is. Charlie says, come on, Hawks, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Michigan needs a better coach, period. Offense sucks. They need to put McCaffrey in. Chargers have seemed to have the ball all game. Let me see if I can find that game on TV. Knowing the Chargers, it won't be on TV, but the other one probably is. Ravens Seahawks is on like 15 channels. What's your guys' prediction for tonight's games? Cowboys, Eagles. That's a game I'm excited about. Alright, I have the Saints and Bears game on the other channel. Nick says Wilson always makes it happen in the second half. Still 2-0, but the Saints are first and goal right now. Luca says, who do you think will make the playoffs from the NFC West? I think the 49ers and the Seahawks will make it. The Rams have a chance, but I would have to say that the 49ers and the Seahawks will make it for sure. And then it looks like the 6th seed will probably be between the Vikings, and I think it will be between the Vikings and the Panthers, depending on how the Panthers keep playing. And if Cam's able to come back to 100%, that then becomes very interesting. There's so many good teams. Like, it's interesting because I don't think there's any great teams in the NFC, but there's a lot of good teams is the thing. So, like, there's probably like 12 good teams in the NFC, which is crazy. Third and 3 now at the 8-yard line for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson trying to buy time under pressure. It is caught by Lockett, but there's a flag on the play. This would be another miracle touchdown if this is the case. That's a touchdown for Tyler Lockett. I don't even know why Russell Wilson threw that, but it worked out for him. And again, it's another weird miracle touchdown for the Lockett-Wilson combination. Look at this. So Lockett beats his guy to the outside, holding on the play. And double move, he lets the defender lets him go in the back of the end zone, and Wilson throws it out there under pressure, and it's a touchdown. I don't know what to say. Patriots play on Monday night. Packers aren't the best team in the league. I don't know if the Packers are the best team in the NFC. I don't think the Packers are better than the Saints or the 49ers. And I definitely don't think they're better than the Patriots. Run CMC says, I checked out the dude's stream who said he was streaming in your chat and he took it down because his mom got home. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know, that happens sometimes, man. S says, Tyler is too nice with it. Man, Lockett's been elite this year, honestly. He's been really, really good. And it's just like, it's that thing with like guys like Wilson and Rodgers. Like, your biggest asset really as a receiver is the chemistry you have with those quarterbacks on the scramble drill. That's what it's been about for Lockett and Wilson. Like, it's not really the design play that they make these great plays on. It's the extended play. Who is winning? I predicted the Seahawks to win. I got to update the score. It's now 7-3 for the Seahawks near the end of the first. Speaking of a game that was crazy earlier, 49ers Redskins, it was like they were playing on a slip and slide. Like, it was, the field was brutal. Brutal. I think the Ravens will win. Oh, did Cordell Patterson just have a touchdown? I think the Ravens will win their division. 9-7 for the Saints right now after a return touchdown by Cordell Patterson. Saints were underdogs in this game. Thoughts on Gardner Minshew? I think he's been solid so far. I've been impressed with what I've seen. I actually made a video about him when he first became the starter of the Jags. If you want to go check that out, you can check it out. Prediction for the 49ers season. At the beginning of the year, I said they would win the NFC West and go to the playoffs. Now I think they're going to win the NFC West and go to the playoffs. But I think that they'll probably have a first-round bye. I don't know if that will be first seed or second seed, but I think they'll have a first-round bye. They're 6-0 right now. So it's going to be hard not to. I know that the Seahawks only have one loss, and those games are going to be huge, which, by the way, I'm going to one of them. I'm going to the last game of the year, Seahawks 49ers. That could actually decide the division, so I'm excited about that. MVP, Russ or CMC? I think right now it's Russ, then it's CMC, 1-2. Because, I mean, running backs, it's really hard. He's going to have to do something spectacular. Mean Joe says Patriots looking at AJ Green. Was there an actual official report on that, or are you just saying that? I do know that Emmanuel Sanders is on the block. I would love for the Patriots to trade for Emmanuel Sanders. That would be awesome. All right, Ravens, Lamar back on the field. 7-3 Seahawks. At the 25, Lamar takes over under center. Lamar, play action on first down. Love to see it. Throws, and it's incomplete to Roberts. I wanted Marquise Brown to play in this game. I'm upset he's not playing. Any hindsight on your video about the Colts and Texans? Not really. I picked the Colts to win the game. It doesn't really take away from who I picked to be better at their positions, though. I think the Colts are a better team defensively when Darius Leonard's on the field, and they're healthier. That's obvious. But I think I was pretty accurate on who the more talented positions were, but I also picked the Colts to win. So, like, even though I said the Texans were more talented, it doesn't necessarily mean they're the better team. It just means that they have better players, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. The Colts do certainly have better coaching on both sides of the ball, I would say. And Jacoby played probably better than I thought he would, even though I thought he would play well. So, I think Jacoby has proven that not only is he a starting quarterback, but he's probably within the top 20. He's at least a top 20 quarterback. Lamar Jackson on 3rd and 10. Scrambles on a wild play. He's still going past the 50. To the 47 of the Seahawks. He catches the snap. He escapes the tackle by a corner. And then he just makes a play. Backyard. S says CMC has to have a crazy season to win the MVP. Run CMC says CMC's going to struggle against the Niners. I don't know what the report is, but I don't want Cam to come back in that game because I feel like if he's going to get hurt in any game again, it's going to be versus the 49ers. So I would sit him for another week. Charlie says he's tired. He's in the UK. Go to bed, Charlie. Run CMC says, yeah, it was a report. The Panthers, Patriots. Oh. Mark Andrews, baby! To the 12-yard line of the Seahawks. Gotta love Mark Andrews. I loved him coming out of the draft. Dude is awesome. Makes a big play there. He is the #1 target on this offense. That's not easy to do as a second-year tight end. But Mark Andrews certainly is that right now. Do you think DK is a good weapon? I think DK has been good, yeah. I think he complements what Russell Wilson does well, too. Lamar Jackson smiling through his mouth guard. Hands it off. Nope, doesn't hand it off. Triple option. Pitches it to Willie Snead to the 10-yard line. Love to see the triple option game. Sorry, what was I reading there? Run CMC says that the Panthers, Patriots, and Eagles and a couple teams are in receiver talks. Good to know. Thanks for the update. I did see, yeah, that there was a few teams that were interested in AJ Green, but I thought that the Bengals keep saying they're not trading him. 2nd and 8, Lamar in trouble, throws it at the feet of, I think that's Hayden Hurst, but it's incomplete. He tripped over. Turtle says almost picked by Demario Davis. Interesting. Do you think Chris Carson and his fumble issues will... If he's going to fumble, it would be in a game like this. It's a little bit... The field conditions are a little off. It's raining. It's a little... You know, the conditions aren't 100% great. But I don't think so. He hasn't fumbled in the last 3 games, so I wouldn't expect it to happen. Lamar, flag on the play, tries to hit Andrews on about the 1-yard line, and it's incomplete. But there was a flag. I think it's false start. Oh, illegal formation. So penalty is declined. I believe it will be 4th down. 4th and 8. Trubisky has more wins than Mahomeboy, but half as many touchdowns. What would you rather have? Half as many touchdowns, but more wins, or the other way around? Obviously, we know who the better player is, but I'm just asking from a personal perspective. The Bros says, Wilson is my favorite football player. He is so nice and is extremely skilled. I would agree with both of those things. Seattle is winning 7-6. I don't know if you can see the scoreboard. Can you not see the scoreboard? What player do you think will have the biggest impact on this game? Outside of the quarterbacks? It's a good question. It's a good question. I want to say the pass rush of the Ravens in general. Maybe that's cheating, but like just the pass rush of the Ravens. I just feel like if they're good, the Ravens can win this game. If they're bad, then they'll lose this game. So I think a lot depends on the Ravens' pass rush. Could Cam Newton be the guy after Brady? I would love that, but that's not going to happen. Lucas says, do you think the Hawks are missing better secondary or O-line to be... I think it's the secondary. I think their O-line, like I said earlier, is actually better than people think it is. Their secondary is lackluster. It's not, I would say it's probably bottom 10 in the league. They're well coached, but they're not very talented. So I feel like if they maybe even traded for someone in that department, a corner or safety, it would help out. Their pass rush is going to get better with Clowney there and Jerron Reed there and Ezekiel Ansah coming back. I think it will be better. But, yeah, I would say their biggest weakness, the Seahawks, is their secondary for sure. Amanda says, who expected the 49ers to be 6-0? I expected them to be good. I don't know if I expected them to be 6-0, though. 6-0 is something different. Check this, Chargers. All right. Who did he throw the touchdown to? Melvin Gordon. All right. So Chargers are up 10-3. And the Bears are losing 9-7 to the Saints. And, of course, over here it's 7-6 Seahawks with 11 minutes left in the second. My favorite team is the Patriots. I think the Seahawks defense is average. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's average. Mean Joe Green. You should love him for throwing the pick in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 for Russell Wilson. He's 4 for 6 on the game so far. Wilson with a double play action. Throws it up. Double ball fake. It looked like a fake triple option there. He faked it to the back. Faked it to the receiver, and then went deep to Metcalf. There's a flag on the play. It was against the Ravens. It was some sort of... I didn't get to hear it. I think it was interference or something of that nature. Oh, maybe it was roughing the passer. It was roughing the passer. So 15-yard penalty on the Ravens, and that will set up a first down on their own 40 for the Seahawks. I don't know why the Bengals wouldn't trade AJ Green. Why do the Bengals do anything they do? Apparently they want him there because he's a good person and he can help out with the rebuild. But that's just not being good to AJ Green, because AJ Green deserves to play for a good team. This is like the 8th time I've been asked this question. Do I think Russell Wilson will win MVP? So far, yes. But of course, we're not even halfway through the season. So far, he is the halfway mid-season MVP. But still a long way to go. 2nd and 5. Handoff to Carson. And about 1 yard on the carry. Robot Guy is in the chat. What's going on, Robot? Guys, if you haven't already, Gronk Spike the like button. 7-6 Seahawks. 7-6 Seahawks. Third and 4 for Russ. Wilson trying to make some time. He does. And he delivers to his wide receiver. That's... I don't even know who that is. That's what Russell Wilson does. Finds receivers that I don't know who they are. But it's a first down, and they're in Ravens territory now. Lots of time here. Ravens did not get any pass rush on Russell Wilson. And if the Seahawks can continue to protect Wilson like that, then they're going to have a field day offensively. Great job by the O-line of the Hawks. So, first and 10. A little Andy Reid motion by Tyler Lockett. More time for Wilson. He goes to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Earl Thomas celebrates on that incompletion. I think A.J. Green to the Panthers would be awesome. I think A.J. Green to probably a few teams would be awesome. I think the Packers, that would be pretty cool. I think the Patriots, the Panthers, there's another team I wanted to bring up. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, even the Seahawks would be pretty cool, but I don't think they're willing to spend that. David Moore, first down. Erica says, I'm going for the Ravens because they are my favorite football team. All right. Good to know. Sam says the Steelers are still winning the division. No cap. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. First and 10. On the 16 of the Ravens. Pressure on Wilson. Throws it to the back of the end zone. It is caught by Lockett, but he's out of bounds. What do I think he's worth? I would say that A.J. Green's worth a second. I feel like they might have to trade a first. Like, teams will have to trade a first, but I feel like he's worth a second. Imagine Madden says hi. He says Seahawks are going to win. Is A.J. Green a Hall of Fame talent? Yes, but I don't think he's quite in the Hall of Fame. I think he needs like 3 or 4 more years of like good play to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm watching the game on TV. It's on Fox. Imagine Madden says A.J. Green to the Patriots. Luca says, why did the LOB have issues with Russell? He was always a great leader and a good guy in general. I don't really know that answer. I don't work for the Seahawks. I'm not inside their building. If I had to guess, I feel like there might have been a little bit of a culture difference or like a... That was always the rumor of like Russell Wilson seeing things differently than some of the guys on the LOB. And I think it's just the contrast of personalities. I think Wilson is a certain way and they were a certain way. And they weren't exactly like, you know, it wasn't exactly like a clash at all times. But they aren't exactly similar people, if that makes sense. Charlie says the Brits don't have Fox. Well, that sucks. That sucks. How do you guys watch football out there? The Bills are 5-1. Good game. Kevin Durkant, who made a video before the year about the Bills? I want to hear it. Did I have to buy? Well, I have a cable plan, if that counts. All right, throw to the end zone! Incomplete for Metcalf on 3rd and 10. Patriots are playing tomorrow. What up, Mitch? How about that bad man Aaron Rodgers? Played a good game today. I will give him credit for that. I've been impressed with Aaron Rodgers in his ability over the last few games to do it with limited talent and to not complain, which it's difficult for Aaron Rodgers to do, is play well and not complain. So, Aaron Rodgers, I think, has turned the corner, and Matt LaFleur is calling a great game. I've been impressed with their offense. It's good to see Aaron Rodgers back. It's good to see the Packers back, because that is where the NFL is best. I did make one about the Niners as well. Charlie said Bears 10, Saints 9. Ooh. Titans 10-10. Ooh. Jets are going to win? No. Come on. Live streaming from Croatia, dude. Nice. Turtle said, you just lost any small amount of credibility you had when you said the Bengals were going for it next year. I don't know about 60-9, but I'm thinking the Patriots will win. Sam Darnold is good. Sam Darnold played well last game. Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to say he's good yet, but he played well last game. 10-9 Bears. Let's check that. No Kamara for the Saints today, by the way. Halftime 10-10 Chargers. Titans. Tannehill's playing well. 10 for 12, 127, 1 touchdown. That's a lot better than Marcus. Bridgewater on first down got a few there to Michael Thomas. Drew Brees looks cold. Imagine Madden says Sam Darnold 1 touchdown, 4 picks. Watch it. Mean Joe says Green Bay is a good team, not Super Bowl caliber. Run CMC says I had Green Bay at 11-5 before the season. TNZ says hardest division in NFC right now is the NFC North, I would say. Why do I have an Allen jersey? I like Josh Allen. That's why. Dolphins defense. 100%. Alright, so Myers gets a field goal. That's 10-6 Seahawks with 7:35 left. I cannot believe this game's only 10-6, to be honest with you. I thought it would be higher scoring already. They did review a pass interference on Metcalf. That was... I think that was pass interference, but again, they're not going to call anything that the guy is not tackling him out of bounds. I think top to bottom, the NFC North is better than the NFC West. Like, maybe the top 3 teams of the NFC West is better, but like from 4 to 1, there's not one bad team in the NFC North. That's what I would say. Mean Joe says Breeze Brady Super Bowl. That's what I thought we were going to get last year. It didn't happen. Maybe it will happen this year. We'll see. Colts beat the Texans. They beat the Texans and the Chiefs. Interesting. Kevin Durkant says Vikings and Packers both making the playoffs. Lamar motions Hayden Hurst. Play action. Lamar throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Is that actually true, Imagine Madden, or no? I don't feel like that's true. Jacob says it's going to be Wilson-Watson Super Bowl. If the Texans can beat the Colts, maybe they'll make the Super Bowl. They can't seem to beat the Colts. So, I don't know. Cody says Rodgers-Brady Super Bowl. I've wanted that one for a while. 2nd and 10. Lamar running. Lamar trips again at the 29. Poor Lions. This is Imagine Madden. Kevin Durkant's one big Lions hater. Third and 5. Lamar trying to look for Andrews. That's incomplete. Good coverage on the play by the Seahawks, so the Seahawks will get the ball back. How much time is there? Blair tipped the ball down. That was good coverage by Blair. 4th and 5, 6:42 left in the first half. Punt from the Ravens. And Tyler Lockett grabs it off the bounce. He gets it to the 30 of the Seahawks. Who do I think is better, Jacoby or Jimmy? So far, I would have to say Jacoby is better. Cody says, dang it, Lamar. Is it just me? Does anyone else hate Russell Wilson's helmet? I feel like it looks awful. I don't know. Is it just me? Okay, a 15-yard penalty on the Ravens face mask, so that's going to add to the run back. So the Seahawks are going to be near midfield when they get the ball back after this commercial. Saints are driving here. They're in Bears territory. Right now, Eastern time zone, it's 5:30. Pacific, it's 2:30. So depending on where you're at. Just me. I think Hawks fans are biased. They like looking at that ugly mug. Bridgewater. 2nd and 10 finds Michael Thomas at the 30. I think at halftime I'm going to take a couple minutes. Couple minute break. Kevin Durant really hates the Lions. Wow. What a mean person he is. Imagine Madden says Rosen Dalton Super Bowl. That's impossible, but... Why do I think people have been downing the Seahawks? I don't know. Have they been wrong? What's the expectations for the Seahawks been? Because they've been winning, but they haven't really done much for a few seasons now. When's the last time they made the second round of the playoffs? 2016. I think they got destroyed by the Atlanta, and then the year before that they tried to come back versus the Panthers, but they lost. I mean, they haven't been past the second round since they went to the Super Bowl and they lost. They've been decent. I think this might be their best team since 2016 because Russell Wilson is playing so well. I think Russell Wilson has been making this team better than it actually is, which people are doing their analysis and saying that they're first down by Procise on a run. Bodo donates $99.99. Thank you, Bodo, man. I appreciate it. He says, I know for a fact the Steelers won't lose this week. Yeah, they might lose the bye week. I heard that bye week's pretty tough, man. Thank you, Bodo. I really appreciate the $99. Seriously, thank you for the support, man. Going back to that Seahawks comment, I think people have been doubting the Seahawks because Russell Wilson makes the Seahawks look better than the actual talent of the team. Which when people are analyzing the team, they're looking at the full team, not accounting for Russell Wilson just being so awesome that he makes the team better than they are, which is what I'm trying to say. I think that might be the biggest donation I've ever gotten, so I appreciate that, Bodo. If anyone else would like to join Bodo in helping the dream come true, you guys can hit the super chat button, the big money sign, and you can donate to the Bottom Line View. Help me do more videos, help me make more content, better content. That's what you donate for. Thank you, guys. All right, throw to Luke Wilson on 2nd and 6. He goes up with one hand. It looked like there might have been pass interference there, but the refs are not going to call it, so it's incomplete. What did any of you guys see the massage joke with Tom Brady on Netflix on that new Paul Rudd show? I watched the first 2 episodes of that show. Mean Joe asking me if I have a couple bucks. I don't know. Oh, pick! Russell Wilson throws a pick! And that is going to go to the house! And guess who? Marcus Peters! First interception by Marcus Peters for the Baltimore Ravens. Marcus Peters, who was just traded to the Ravens this week. Pick 6. That's what Marcus Peters does. He baits quarterbacks into interceptions. That's the strength of his game. Zone coverage. He does it there. Russell Wilson gets fooled, and Marcus Peters makes him pay. The Ravens now up 13-10. I was waiting to put that 13 up. Kevin Durkant says I'm poor, Mitch. No, not that one, Jacob. Matt Ryan was wearing a boot after the game. Ultra. What's going on? I think it's Chargers Titans, Bodo. 12-10 Saints. Bodo says Wilson is overrated. Run CMC says that's my MVP. Pick 6 Wilson, no MVP. That was just a great play by Mr. Marcus. Tyler Lockett. Or were the Ravens up 3-0? No, the Ravens were up 3-0. Never. Whoa, what's going on here? Am I still broadcasting? Yo, is this still back? Is this on right now? Guys, let me know if I'm still live. Okay. It said it stopped for a second, so hopefully it's all good. Complete to the 18-yard line to Metcalf. Handoff to Carson for 4 yards on 3rd and 2. And the Seahawks are going to try and get some points here before the first half ends. First and 10 at the 20, their own 20. Wilson motions to the right, not Russell, but Luke. Russell scrambles to the right and finds Lockett for a 12-yard pass. Chargers can't tackle, says Bodo. No, I don't know what happened. It was weird. It was like broadcasting stopped, but would you like to resume? I was like, sure, man. Why not? Bodo's the GOAT. I just said Bodo's my favorite because he always donates the most. That's what I said. So Turtle can no longer say that that he's my favorite. I don't think Turtle's ever donated, bro. Who's not going to make the playoffs? Chargers? Kevin Durkant, you're the rival, bro. Ben Lagan says Bodo is God. Who do I pick the last game? Do you mean the last game as in the Eagles and the Cowboys? Bodo says Mitch's love can be bought. Yep, 100%. I'm a gold digger, 100%. Do you mean the Eagles and Cowboys? If so, I'm picking the Eagles. Alright, there was a fake handoff to the right. Handoff to Lockett. And that's going to be a loss of like 4 yards, setting the Seahawks back to 3rd and long with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second. The Ravens defense has a big opportunity here to get the ball to Russell Wilson before halftime. It's interesting because it is raining, but the broadcast isn't really showing the rain. But yeah, it's raining pretty good out there in Seattle. It was raining all week in Vancouver, too. I appreciate you, Turtle. I'm just joking, man. When all the adult males. I don't remember what you're talking about. The first half is long. What's Mr. Hot Take Hockey doing over there for streams? How about those Penguins, John? Playing pretty good. Imagine Madden says, breaking news, Fitzpatrick almost got fired. Well, yeah, if he would have won the game, they would have cut him. Run CMC says Tua's overrated. This Chargers game, 10-10. I need more Mike Williams. Adult? How do you say it? Adult or adult? I guess you could say it two ways. Adult. Imagine Madden says Tua is like Brady. I don't know about that one. Charlie says, sadly, I gotta go. My sister's crying. 1 year old on Wednesday, and I'm tired as hell. See you later. All right, thank you, Charlie, and thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time. You should have a highlighted color for whoever has the ball. That's a good idea, actually. But then I feel like I'd have to like put a football or something, because I don't think people would actually understand. Third and 9 for Wilson. Oh, that's a push-off by Lockett. How are you not going to call that? I guess it's a first down. He clearly pushed off. Okay, they're not going to call it. First and 10. Lockett at the 30, gets it to the 34-yard line of the Ravens. I thought that was clearly offensive pass interference, but there was no call on that. Incomplete on the next play. 1:16 left. Wilson, Hawks trying to look for some points before halftime. Beasley sucks. I've been trying to tell Atlanta fans this forever. He's just not good. Russell Wilson, throw to Hollister for 6 yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and 4. One minute remaining in the first half. Pressure sent, but not... Oh, where are they going to spot this? I think they're going to give him the first down. 30 seconds left. They are going to give the Seahawks the first down. Now it's under review. before Wilson could spike it. Scrambled Egg says you could use a banana or a rock instead of a football. Why would I use a banana? What is this? Mario Kart? Look at these Atlanta fans. They're already looking for the draft. Already looking for the draft. Jacoby Myers looked good last week. We think he's going to play a bigger role. Well, he'll be the third receiver this week because Dorsett will be back. I think Dorsett should have a good game. Edelman will have a traditional good game. I think Myers will contribute. I think the interesting thing is that their tight end depth is really lacking now. I think Izzo and Lacoste are both out, so it's only really Ben Watson that's there. So I want to see how Ben Watson factors in. James White didn't play the first game versus the Jets, so they'll use him as well. Will Lutz missed the field goal. No! Come on, Will Lutz. Disappointing. Disappointing me. Still 10-10 over there in Tennessee. It's a 3-point game in all three of these games. At least a 3-point game. Tannehill 12 for 15 so far. The Bears haven't scored an offensive touchdown versus the Saints yet. Battle of the Punters, says Bodo in Tennessee. Russell Wilson, as they just came back on air while he was in the middle of running, scrambles out of bounds to get some more yards closer for a chance here for points for the Seahawks. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. 13-10 Ravens. First down at the 14. Wilson, with more time, throws it through the back of the end zone. Not enough pressure by the Ravens front in this game. Gronkowski is coming back. He keeps saying he's retired, so stop trying to get him to come back. Yeah, it's L.A., Bodo, not San Diego. San Diego. 13 seconds. Wilson incomplete on 2nd and 10. 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Classic. They belong in San Diego, but they're not. So, Jason Myers, first field goal today. 34 yards. And it is good. So 13-13, that will be halftime. And I think I'm going to take a couple minutes break here. I will be right back. If you guys haven't already, make sure you Gronk spike that like button. Let me know your predictions for the second half. Who do you think's going to win? What do you think the score is going to end up being? Let me know. I'll read them when I come back here. I'm going to put this up. Yo, yo, yo. Hello. I'm back. All right. Ready for this second half. Let me read these comments, these predictions. Julian says, breaking, Rob Gronkowski has announced his engagement to Bill Belichick. Run CMC says, tied game. Falcons need to trade Julio, he says. Bufflin. Is Bufflin coming back? Bodo says, Mitch, I did say the Falcons would be, the Cardinals would be better than what people thought. I said they would finish 5-11. Looks like they might be better than that. I have actually been impressed with Cliff Kingsbury the last couple of weeks. I think he's actually done a good job with this team, and he's been able to adjust week to week, which is something that I wasn't sure about. He's a rookie head coach, but I have to give him credit. He's doing a good job so far. Kevin Urcan says, my screen keeps freezing up, so I'm going to have to go for now. See ya. Kevin Urcan says, you ain't ready for me to bust you in Madden. Are we going to do this again? Are we going to have to do this again? Mean Joe says, Mitch needs to get a girl partner to get them views up. Yeah, maybe I do. I don't know. Is that what you guys want? Run CMC says, Mitch plays Madden. Yes, I do. That's correct. Bodo says, Tannehill's arm got hit, the ball floated up in the air, and that's an interception. I used to be funner. What happened? Yeah, Matt Schaub's still in the league. Do you think the Giants... I thought the Giants would beat the Cardinals, yeah. San Fran did win 9-0. Anthony has the Seahawks winning by 4. Looks like Matt Ryan was pretty seriously injured there. I just saw the highlight. How about Chase Edmonds today? How about that guy? What a beast. Do we think that the Cardinals should trade David Johnson? Beach Boss says the Giants losing when I had them by 3 cost me a 5-bet parlay for $5,000. Bro, I'm with you. I'm with you. On my parlay, the Giants cost me as well. So you're not the only one. So don't feel bad. Are you talking about last week with the Lions? Because this week, I don't know if it was the refs. Vikings offense is better than I gave it credit for sure. Why do people blame Kyle Shanahan for losing that Super Bowl? Does everyone forget that the defense gave up all those points? Beach Boss doesn't ever want to hear about the Cardinals. Are the Saints and Bears at past halftime yet? Guys, if you have any ideas for like videos or series or anything like that, make sure you throw them in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that. Bodo says, are you going to get in trouble if we can hear the game through your stream? Can you hear it? Oh, yeah, I gotta change that, Beach Boss. If you want to follow me just at Mitch Milani. That's where you can follow me. I did delete the Bottom Line View Twitter because I never use it because I just use my personal Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me at Mitch Milani. Never bet on the Wolverines. Rule 1. Rule number 1. Cardinals are 3-3-1? I didn't even know that. Wow. Wow. I'm actually drinking tea because I'm feeling a little sick. My throat's kind of bugging me, so. I didn't go live at 1 because I flew in last night from Vancouver. So I slept until like 12 and then I woke up and then I was doing like a bunch of like chore stuff. So I was like, so during the game I was like putting clothes away and like doing just stuff around my place to get back into it. So I figured this game would probably be a good game, which so far it is. It is a good game. And I just decided to go at this time. Because then at 1, I don't always like going live at 1 because when you have to live stream, you can only really watch one game. I prefer to watch more games so I can, you know, take it in like a normal fan. And then I can just do this game. There was only 2 other games at this time, and I felt like they weren't very good. So I just felt like this was a better game to stream. Wow, really? I usually let people know on the community tab on YouTube. Sometimes I also tweet it out as well if I'm going live, but usually always I'll put on the community tab on YouTube. If you have the notifications for my channel, you'll see it. Like all the time. I always notify everyone when I'm going live and when I'm streaming. Who gets the ball after half? I think the Seahawks. What's my favorite team? My favorite team is the Patriots. I feel like you're like the 5th person to ask me that today. Who wants to see a Patriots versus 49ers in the Super Bowl, says James. What's going on, James? You going to any more Patriots games, man? Never bet on the Giants. Ah, I know that now. I need Mark Andrews to have a big game or a big second half for my fantasy team. You should live stream the Red Zone. You mean the Red Zone channel? I would basically be doing the Red Zone channel. I mean, I could do that. James says, no, Mitch, that's only if they win the Super Bowl or if the Dolphins come to Foxborough in September. What's going to be the final score in this game? It's 13-13. I'm going to say it's going to be 27-24 for someone. Who am I going for? I'm not really going for anyone. I've said this before, but like I'm not really cheering for anyone in this game. I'm just cheering for a good game. Well, Mahomes is said to be back in 3 weeks, so I don't know. Are the Chiefs the biggest threat to the Patriots in the AFC? I think that's an interesting question. I don't know. I think the Colts, the Colts beat them already. The Texans beat them already. Are the Chiefs really the best team other than the Patriots in the AFC? That's true. What if they go for 2, though? Maybe 27-23? Something like that. He is said to come back in 3 weeks. That's what I've heard. I'm excited for the trade deadline, too. What day is that? What day is the trade deadline? 28th? Do I do college football picks? No, I don't. I don't watch college football close enough to do picks. This is just an NFL channel. And then the only college football stuff I do is like scouting for the NFL draft. That's the closest to college football I get. Beach Boss says Green Bay is going to beat the Patriots. There you go. You heard it here first. Beach Boss says Green Bay is going to beat the Patriots. James says he hopes to see the Lions win the Super Bowl before he dies. Atlanta fan says Colts could be. They could only beat the Pats in a low-scoring game, though. I don't think the Colts are a good matchup for the Patriots, but I think they could beat the Chiefs again. I think the toughest matchup for the Patriots is the Bills, if I'm being completely honest with you. They can't seem to score versus the Bills. I'm watching the game. Do you not do college football because you're from Canada and don't have a favorite college team since you can? I just think it's too much to cover. I can't cover the whole NFL and all of college football and be 100% into both of them. I just think that's too hard. And I've never been as big of a college football fan as I've been an NFL fan, so. College football is definitely, to your point, bigger in the States than it is in Canada, though. Mean Joe says, need to get some more Patriot memorabilia. It's all at home. I don't have any really here. And plus, people that see Patriot memorabilia in my videos are like, why do you have Patriot jerseys in the back when you're doing a video on the Colts? Like, shut up, man. Seriously? Donnell says, you a something, man. You know what? You are too. How about that? Beach Boss says, I watch you for your advice on sports betting. This is what I'll say about that. Take my advice, but don't necessarily always take my picks. Pay attention to the advice more so than the picks. 13-13, first and 10, 12 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third. Because sometimes I'm really accurate and I pick the right team, and other times I am accurate on the game, but I'll pick the wrong team. So that's why I always say, listen to what I say, but don't necessarily copy what I pick. I used to do hockey, but I don't do it anymore. I just do one sport. Just because it's easier and it's better for YouTube to just do one thing, and I prefer it. Lamar Jackson on 2nd and 7, under pressure, throws incomplete. Lamar is not happy in this game. It's like he has something to prove or something. Mean Joe says, watch the stream earlier with the red zone. The guy was 3 plays behind. What are you talking about? 3rd and 7. Pass to Andrews, and Andrews does not get enough for the first down, so the Seahawks will get the ball back most likely unless the Ravens go for it. I picked the Giants, yeah, but I also picked the Jags, I picked the Rams, I think most of my best bets so far have been good. So if you listen to my best bets, you probably won more often than you lost. The Giants was the one that I missed, pretty much. If you're hitting at like 60%, you're a god in sports betting. (13-13) Hawks and B More. 11:30 left in the third. Bodo, give me those updates in the Chargers game. I think the Eagles win tonight, but I don't know. It's going to be a good game. I think the Eagles win. Run CMC makes a good point. He says if you watch the NFL, you also watch college teams like the Dolphins. Jimmy G and Tom Brady are undefeated. Jacoby Brissett has 2 losses. So they're 16-2 so far this year, if I'm not mistaken. Those 3 quarterbacks combined. (10-10) Titans are in the red zone. Interesting. I picked the Titans to win that game. Seems like it's pretty close. Amari Cooper is supposed to play. Hopefully he goes off. Am I ever going to have a call-in? I was considering it. I was considering doing, I was actually talking about it earlier on this stream, doing a live podcast format type show with call-ins. I might not start that till the end of this season, though. I just don't know if I have the time to do that right now. There's a lot of things that I would be doing on this channel if I didn't have school. Eagles defense is garbage, says Beach Boss. Cowboys are pretty banged up. Murray touchdown. Good. I bet on the Saints. Saints, baby, let's go. Am I going to do Patriots-Browns? Maybe. Carson on 2nd and 7. First down. 8-yard gain. Touchdown pass to sharp 17-10 Titans. All right, Chargers, now pass the ball. Mike Williams, baby. Oh, 16-10. Missed the extra point. How am I doing in this other fantasy league? Hey, any of you guys that are in the fantasy league for BLV, let me know on some trades. I'm willing to trade some guys. Carson on first down for a couple of yards. Turtle says the Pope has blessed us. Turtle, did you see Adam Lefkoe's rant about the Saints and how the Saint blessed them? Or how the Pope blessed them, sorry. Yeah, Jacksonville was like the bet of the week. 2nd and 8. Russell Wilson looking to scramble. He does. He gets the first down. And he is now into Baltimore territory. Colts were another team that I thought was a pretty good bet. The two games that I thought would have been good bets, Detroit and Giants, no, those were the two that I hit were bad bets. Don't do it. Shouldn't have done it. Niners and Panthers on Monday night, that would be dope. Yes, Matt Stafford is the fastest quarterback. Carson for a couple of yards on first down. Oh, shit. Teddy B. Teddy B. Look at Teddy. Latavius Murray. It's funny because, Latavius Murray has not been playing the Mark Ingram role this year. 2nd and 7. I don't know about undefeated, but I think they'll have less than 3 losses is going to be my call. Less than 3. I think if they were fully healthy for the whole season, they'd have a chance for undefeated. But they've had a lot of injuries on offense, which I feel like one of these games is going to catch up to them. Saints are in the red zone again. Bears shouldn't have let go of Adrian Amos. I don't disagree. I never use the Facebook, so don't worry about it. Really, the only social media that I use is Twitter. Right now. I might extend to Instagram going forward, but I haven't yet. It's just me. I'm a one-man show. So I just do Twitter and I do YouTube. And pretty much that's it right now. I have a personal Instagram that you can follow if you like, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the channel. It's just mine. I know Kevin Durkant follows it. A couple other people. Jason Myers with a 53-yard field goal. Kick is no good. Still 13-13. The 2007 season, even though they did not win the Super Bowl, is still my favorite season that as a fan, that I've ever watched. It was so exciting. Do I think the Seahawks can make the Super Bowl? Tough question. I think the Seahawks will make the playoffs. I think the Seahawks' ceiling is probably the NFC Championship. I don't think they could go further than that. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. Baltimore, Seattle, game to watch. Bodo, don't ask. That's just been Phillip Rivers' entire career. What does that even mean? Myers isn't garbage. He's decent. I'd say he's actually above decent. He's pretty good. 53-yard field goals are not gimmies unless your name is Justin Tucker. Man, Fitzgerald was super disappointing today. Oh, this guy I'm playing has Mark Ingram. He has 1 point. I need another big week from the Patriots defense. Do I believe in the announcer jinx? Are you talking about when they say a stat and then the guy's like, "Oh, this kicker has never missed"? I do kind of believe in that. Thank you, James. I appreciate the follow. Shut up, Bodo. Ingram with a couple of yards on first down. I think that's 2nd and 7. Six minutes remaining in the third. 2nd and 7. Handoff again to Mark Ingram and a couple of yards. Seahawks have done a good job defending the run today. I forgot about the game. What are you talking about? I'm watching it right now. Titans up 16-13. When am I going to do ESPN tryout? I don't know. 3rd and 5, sorry. Lamar Jackson. Time! Scrambles to the right, on the move, and he finds his guy, That's Hayden Hurst for the first down. Hayden Hurst has been a bust. I'm just going to throw that out there. But he made a play here. Only thing going against me is being Canadian. Sad, but true. What am I going to school for? I'm going to school for sport media. Trade for Eli. Do it. 1st and 10. 4:50 in the third. Lamar. Handoff again. And that's like a yard. Can they stop running it on 1st down? Yep, James is right. The 72 Dolphins have yet to get that champagne out. Turtle says the announcer jinx is very real. They said Lutz had the longest away field goal streak in NFL history, and then he missed. 2nd and 9. Lamar handoff again. That's Edwards. And he stumbles and bumbles and rumbles for like 15 yards. It's funny because when they do the close-up, you can see the rain. But when there's no close-up, it looks like it's not raining. Good run. That might be their best run all game. Get some Andrews action. Another run. That's Mark Ingram to the 20, maybe the 19. And being a Patriots fan. You're funny. Missed extra point, looming big. That's true. They always loom big. The prime example being the 2015 AFC Championship game. Any Patriots fans will know what I'm talking about. 2nd and 2. Ravens with no receivers on the field in a heavy set. This is a pass. Nope. Run. Mark Ingram for about 4 and a 1st down. I don't know if they've even passed the ball other than that Hurst throw. Do you think you could call a game? Do you mean like play-by-play? That's not personally what I like to do, but I don't know, maybe. I don't have a lot of experience doing it other than this stuff. Robot Guy says, damn you, Mitch. Why? Play action. Andrews! Touchdown! No, he dropped it! Andrews! Andrews hurt my feelings. Oh, man. That was a good play by KJ Wright. Why, KJ? Jeez. AJ Mike says, I effing suck. Thank you. I appreciate that. At the 16-yard line, Lamar's trying to snap the ball. He's jumping up and down, and there's flags on the play. Lamar is pissed. Lamar has been pissed. Saints D is legit. I agree with that. Patriots had too many injuries that year. Why? Come on, Andrews. 2nd and 15. Lamar. No back in the backfield. Throws to Andrews, and Andrews drops it. Dude, catch the ball, man. Catch the ball. Slippery out there. Tannehill, 38 yards. Why do people keep saying the Steelers? Get rid of the Steelers. 3rd and 15. A design run for Lamar Jackson. He's still going. He gets 14 yards. Will they go for it here? That's interesting. I mean, it's an automatic 3 from this range, but will they go for it? This game has been surprisingly low scoring. Fourth and 2. And the Ravens will kick the field goal. So Tucker is on the field. The opera singer. And timeout for the Ravens. That's going to be a big timeout. That might come back to haunt the Ravens later on. I actually did some color commentary on lacrosse games a couple years ago. So now it's on it's on the split screen commercial, guys. But Pete Carroll's trying to get his sideline jacked up. He's still got that juicy fruit. A short Canadian Chris Collinsworth. All right, mid plug, sounds good, bro. Is Dilly watching the boys' game? I don't think so. I actually didn't even ask him. I asked him last week, and he said no. And also, what the heck was that? Was that a football? 4th and 2. Heavy set for the Ravens. Andrews is in the backfield. A run, design run by Lamar Jackson. Right up the middle, and he scores. The Ravens up 19-13. Lamar Jackson has been different in this game. There's something about him in this game where I feel like he's got like this edge about him in this game. It's like he needs to prove something. He's been like really like chip on his shoulder. So there's a motion. Follows his guy. It was Hayden Hurst in the backfield, not Andrews. He lead blocks like a fullback, and Lamar just follows him into the end zone. He did have to break one tackle, but just a very nice design. I think the Eagles will win the game. I'm going to say the Eagles win 20. I'm going to say the Eagles win 27-21. That's my call. So the Ravens are up. The Ravens are up. Seahawks fans have gone quiet. Deshaun Jackson, I don't think he's playing. Go Steelers, says Bodo. Wow, he bet 500 on the Cowboys. I can't wait till you're wrong, Beach Boss. Never bet on the Cowboys. Beach Boss says Lamar Jackson potentially the best running quarterback there ever be. I agree. How many times do I have to tell people I am Canadian, so I pronounce things differently than Americans do, generally. There are words that in Canadian English or in British English are actually pronounced differently than in American English. And it depends on where you live on how the word is actually pronounced. If you look it up on YouTube, there are multiple videos about how there's different pronunciations for different words. So if you would like to go search that up on YouTube, I always have certain words are always people always say I pronounce different or wrong, but I don't know if it's necessarily wrong or if it's just different because people pronounce things differently in different locations on Earth. That's what I say. What's the score in this Saints game? Lost $5,000 thanks to the Giants. How much did you lay on that to win $5,000? I'm from Vancouver, but right now I'm in Toronto because I go to school in Toronto. Russell Wilson is the past because his wife is already had future. It's a good joke. Score doesn't matter. Trubisky sucks. Okay. Wilson at the 25. Their own 25. 1st and 10. A lot of 5 wide in this game from both teams, by the way. He throws it incomplete out of bounds. I'm still going to say that I hate Wilson's helmet. I just don't like it. Guys, if you haven't already, I haven't said this in a while, Gronk spike the like button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way. I do live streams every week. 1:15 left in the third. Yeah, we live in igloos next to... Oh, Rivers passed to Eckler for a 50-yard touchdown. $40 yards. Why can't he pass to Mike Williams? Come on, man. Hall of Fame running back? 3rd and 5 for Wilson. Looks like a blitz being sent by B. Moore. Earl Thomas calling the shots versus old team. Wilson snaps. He throws to the out route of DK Metcalf, and that is a 1st down. No, Mike Williams is playing. He has 2 catches for 32 yards. I knew this was going to be a tough game for him, so I didn't really want to start him, but I kind of had to in that league because I didn't really have anything else. Mike Evans is on a bye, so I had to start a different receiver. I don't watch much baseball, but I'm going to go Nationals. I'll probably watch some of the World Series, though. 1st and 10. Carson goes backwards for 3 yards. Can you spell turtle, please? I think you're trying to say gin. Turtle can't spell. He has been. I just traded for him, though. I just traded for him while he was on his bye week. So. Over or under 50? Haven't thought about the over-under. But I think it will be a higher scoring game. So, what did I say my score was going to be? 27-21? That's actually under. But I don't know. I could see it going over. 50 is a decently high total. How many leagues am I in? I'm in enough leagues. That's what I'll say. I'm in like 10 leagues. Mean Joe says, Mitch, you talk normal. Thank you. There's only like a few words that people say I say differently. Bears done. Saints crushing Chicago. I called that one. I laid that one on Tuesday. Vegas has been getting killed by the Saints all year. They keep making the Saints underdogs versus teams that they're better than. I don't understand it. It's like free money. So do you guys say against or against? I sit on the toilet and then I go through all my fantasy teams. That's what I do. Russell Wilson, flag on the play, dumps it back to Luke Wilson on 2nd and 13 while he was about to be sacked. And Wilson gets to near the 40, but there's a flag, like I said. Charlie is back. What's going on, Charlie? Turtle says the Saints D is really good. Yeah, I would say it's definitely in the top 10, maybe even the top 5. Atlanta fan says against. Bono says, see, everyone says it differently. You guys are crazy, man. Oh, you say against. Against. Okay. I've heard that before. I think I say it both ways, honestly. Sometimes I say one thing and sometimes I say the other. 2nd and 23. Incomplete. Good coverage by Marlon Humphrey. 3rd and 23. Oh, flag on the defense. Russell Wilson getting a little lucky here. Is that roughing the passer? He's gotten multiple roughing the passer calls in this game. Oh, that's... They called him on the low hit. They called him on the low hit. Taysom Hill with a touchdown. That's what you like to see. Oh, I should switch it to the quarter 4. Sorry, guys. Still 2013, though. Carson on 2nd and 2. Ravens wrapping him up, trying to strip the ball. And that will be -2. What are my top 5 defenses? Patriots, Niners, Bills, Saints. I got to think of the other one. The other one's up in the air. Wilson, maneuvering! I think that hit the ground. Incomplete. He almost made the play to Metcalf, but that's incomplete. Let me look at the teams, then I'll tell you. I like the Titans defense quite a bit. Carolina's is pretty good. Bears. Vikings didn't play well today, though. Yeah, 5th is up in the air. I don't know. But I think those are the top 4. Nasi, what's up, man? Me and Joe says Patriots offense is suspect. They're suspected to score 37. Steelers are playing better so far. Yeah. I don't think the Patriots will score 37 against the Jets. I'm going to say that they score versus the Jets. I think they'll score around 30, probably like high 20s. Nasi says Ravens might be a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Ravens flock. Yeah. Titans are a good defense. Their offense is just really bad. But I don't think anybody scored a lot versus them this season. Ooh. Chargers scored 20, so I mean, that's probably like the most this year. Texans, no. I don't love the Texans defense. Nasi says Colts are the most underrated team. Atlanta says don't think Lamar Jackson's style of play can win playoff games. Interesting. Why not? Why not, sir? Ugh. I need like a nap. Throat hurts. Minshew's the GOAT though. That's a different animal. Guy outside just said F you to this guy honking his horn. That was hilarious. 2013. 12 minutes, 47 left in the fourth. Edwards with 8 yards on first down. Keep giving it to Edwards and not to Ingram. Eduardo says, do you think Russell Wilson is ahead of the MVP race? Yeah, Russell Wilson's first. And then CMC. Oh, but it's holding on Boyle. So that's going to be called back. Yeah, but that was Lamar's rookie season, to be fair. And also expecting Lamar expecting any offense to do anything versus the Patriots is not fair. Because the Patriots defense is like, right now at this moment, they're like insane, their stats. Dan says he doesn't buy that running quarterbacks can't win. Lamar's gotten a lot better since last year. Oh my God, Andrews, catch the ball! On 1st and 15, he drops another pass. Aaron Rodgers is in the conversation. Peters did have a pick 6. Minshew could be Rookie of the Year. I think Jacobs is in there too, and a couple of defensive guys. Like Nick Bosa, I think. 2nd and 15. Really, Mark Andrews has played awful today. He's dropped 3 passes. He should have like 80 yards and a touchdown. Screen to Ingram. Ingram gets to about the 12 on 2nd and 15. Third and 8. Huge 3rd and 8 for the Seahawks defense here. I think in today's game you need somebody with a bit of mobility, unless you're like a Tom Brady where you're just smarter than everyone else. Just any sort of mobility does give you flexibility within your offense. 2 seconds to snap it. 1 second, Lamar gets it off. He's looking to run, and he does. And he gets the first down. He gets more. He's to the 40. The 42-yard line. A huge run for Lamar Jackson. He is pumped. And he's showing Russell Wilson who the real MVP is. I'm the captain now, he says. He looks like 99 speed in Madden compared to some of these people. Like, Bobby Wagner is fast, but he's not even touching Lamar Jackson. All right, 10:30 left in the 4th. Lamar hands off to Mark Ingram for about 3. Turtle is right. Gronk, spike the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Let's throw it up there, eh? Do it. 10:10 left in the 4th. 2nd and 6. What if Breeze comes in and doesn't play well? Breeze will play just as well as Teddy. I don't think Teddy's doing anything special. Lamar almost has 100 rushing yards. Double team on Clowney, who almost sacked Lamar. Lamar's... Are you serious? He just scrambled for another, 15 yards, avoided 2 guys, and got the first down. Holy crow. He's looking like Barry Sanders out here. Look at this. He just deked that guy out of his... He made the guy trip. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Edwards. Edwards, 9 yards, maybe even a first down on 1st down. Yeah, Breeze is too much of a legend for them to bench him. Lamar is a quarterback, sir. Because if you challenge pass interference, they will never reverse it. I've been trying to tell you people this. He's just so deceptively strong. I don't know. Another Edwards run for 2 yards. Edwards would have been a sneaky start. Lamar Jackson has 109 rushing yards. Touchdown Chargers. Who got it? Who scored? Handoff. Drop for a loss of 2 on first down. Saints score again. Wow. No, who scored for the Chargers? Freaking Eckler, man. Did the Chargers win? Lamar play action. Looking for somebody. He throws it to Boyle. Boyle gets to the 8, maybe the 7-yard line of the Seahawks. If they score a touchdown here, it's over. Look at that. If you don't call Lamar Jackson a quarterback, you're dumb. You see that delivery of that pass? This little slick sidearm throw. See, Lamar will do that, and nobody will credit him, but Mahomes will do that all the time, and people will be like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. 3 seconds left. Mark Ingram for 2. Flag on the play. Yeah, they should trade Melvin Gordon. C sucks. Honestly, though, the Seahawks probably should have lost to the Rams. How different would it be if the Seahawks would lose this game and they would have lost to the Rams? So we would be looking at this a lot differently. That's how close the NFL is. The NFL is 20-13. This game. What do you mean update it? Nothing's happened. I'm not a Chiefs fan. Chargers turn a touchdown overturned. Oh my goodness. Gage, what's up, man? First and goal for Lamar. And it's a keeper for Lamar to the 10. So second and goal at the 10. Yeah, but Greg the Leg never misses those. Never. The NFL is overrated. As I used to say, no one is good. Lamar, probably going to run here, but stumbles because the field sucks ass, and he goes down at the 11-yard line. Third and goal now for the Ravens. The Chargers and the Titans' seasons are on the line. Tannehill has played well, though. Would you say that, Bodo? Tannehill has played well? I haven't watched the game, but it seems like he's played pretty well. Saints are making the Bears look foolish. Foolish. 39 people watching right now. Guys, if you haven't already, Gronk, spike the like button. Third and goal, 4 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the game. Handoff to Ingram. He is stopped short. He is at about the 4-yard line. I have not seen Mark Andrews since he dropped that pass within the 20-yard line. Looks like the Ravens will kick a field goal with 4 minutes left in the game. Did my voice crack? Sometimes I use inflection and it's not really a voice crack, but I just make my voice go higher. I don't think my voice cracked. Maybe it did. I don't know. 29-10, but the Bears' touchdown was fluky. Saints missed a field goal. All right. Tucker, with 3:50 left, will make this a 2-score game. And he does. This is going to be tough, but if anyone can do it, Tom Brady. Oh, sorry, I mean Russell Wilson can do it. All right. 3:47 left in the fourth. I hate Butler, so screw him. Yes, Beach Boss. Yes, they are. It's not a win yet, but they have a comfortable lead. All right. Titans, Chargers. What's the score over there? Did they score? Melvin Gordon? I cannot show the game, sorry. Chargers save their season, Titans lose their season. Oh, it might be overturned. Interesting. Interesting. Guys, let's get to 40 likes. We're at 37 right now. Let's get to 40 likes. Can the Seahawks come back? If you think the Seahawks will come back, put 1. If you think the Baltimore Ravens will hold on, put 2. Bodo says he was short. The most Chargers way to lose. The Chargers have lost many Chargers ways in their Charger history. So I don't know if this is the most. They've had 14 and a half minutes of possession in their last 2 possessions, the Ravens. That's impressive. Impressive football. I like avocados, man. How do you know what armpits taste like? Lamar played well. Lamar, Arrow, Wilson. Wilson throws it out short, and Metcalf loses the ball, and Marlon Humphrey returns it for a touchdown. What in the blue is Metcalf doing? And now the entire Ravens defense is posing for a picture in the end zone. The Giants lost because Kyler Murray and Edmonds. Beasts. Come on, Rivers. Throw it to Mike. over 50, though. I'm going to say it depends on the injuries. I don't even know the injuries, man. I don't know the injury report. I wouldn't bet on that. That's just me. That's definitely a fumble. I think Humphrey stepped out of bounds, though. This is interesting. They first have to determine if it was a catch, though. So it's under review. I'll let you guys know what happened. Moto says Gordon short. Gordon fumbled the ball. Gordon fumbled the ball. What? The Titans recover and win the game, says Bodo. Okay. Let us know what happens there. This game is big because rather the Titans or the Chargers save their season on that one. And in the AFC, I mean, they're still in it. I still find it extremely awkward that one of the best corners in the league, Marlon Humphrey, wears number 44. I think that's a catch and a fumble. I think that's a touchdown. I think it's a touchdown. All right, it stood. So the Ravens will win this game. Ravens with an impressive win in Seattle. Impressive. Marcus Peters with a pick 6. MVP candidate? Question mark. Titans won. Nice. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream there because I really need to nap. So, on that note, 30-13, the Ravens win it. I don't know. Seahawks might score a touchdown, but the likeliness of them coming back is very unlikely. So, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for joining me today. Seahawks, Ravens. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, Gronk spike the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's Mitch. Thanks again, guys. And thank you, Bodo, for the big donation. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the game tonight. Should be good. Peace.